Hello and welcome back again. We're going to now cover the Proforma, or the order of the practices that you want to do in your Getting Started package. So the first thing we want to talk about first is cleaning the area where you practice every morning and night before bed if you do 2 sessions a day. It's very important to clean the area where you sit, even if it's symbolic, if it's not that dirty, just to give it a little sweep or a wipe with a dust cloth or something, because it helps your mind get prepared to sit for practice as well. And if you have an altar, this is the time to take out the offerings that you made the night before, light new incense, change the water bowls, put a candle, whatever you do. You can find out more about altar making and how to take care of one and so forth in the Gateway to Freedom manual, which is also on the Dharma Inc. website. Now, first step, clean the area you're going to practice in. The second step is to sit correctly. Again, the same instructions, some type of triangulated posture with the legs cross-legged in any comfortable position, or seated in a chair is fine as well, as we said, but especially we want to try to get the spine erect and not being propped up by anything if possible. This would be the correct seated position. Your hands, when you practice, in some of the practices I told you what to do with your hands. Anytime we're not telling you what to do with your hands, or you're not holding a prayer book or something, you can just let them rest on your knees, you can let them rest on your lap, anything that's comfortable really, it's quite okay. So clean the area, number one. Second thing, get into the correct sitting posture. Number three, the actual start of the practice itself, the practice proper. 1, 3, or 9 Om chanting would be the way to start. So we take a long, slow, deep breath in through the nostrils and chant Om. So that's Om chant, basically how we chant. It's an O sound. Make sure it's the O sound without on the end, without your lips touching. Om. This is the proper way to do Om. It brings the energy up from the central channel to the crown, naturally, if you make it that sound, you nasalize the Ong sound. Okay, so Om, 1, 3, or 9 times to start your practice. It can really help you relax and settle in and open up and get your energy right before your practice. Again, we said the Om is the sound of the universal oneness of all things, right? The fourth step in the practice is then to read the Prayer of Awakening. So after your 1, 3, or 9 Om chants, the fourth thing is to read Prayer of Awakening, which we read together in the instruction part of the energy practice video. And then to proceed with the body practices. Fifth step is the body practices. So you're doing your selected movements from the P1, 2, 3 sessions of Gate 1 manual of Body Yoga, which is also available on the Dharma Inc. site for free. Or you are now well versed in the yoga and you've been practicing it for some time. You want to do the entire P1, 2, 3 series for an hour before. Whatever you want to do, whatever small amount or large amount, your body practice would go right here, step 5, after the Prayer of Awakening. Okay? So now you're waking up, conscious embodiment. From there we move into step 6. To use that foundation of energy and sensation already being generated with the body practice, we move into the energy practice. So here we can do the awareness sensation in the hand spreading through the body, or we can do it at the nostrils, those 2 methods that you learned. That's the 6th step. The 7th step in the Proforma is the mind practice, which we just completed as well in those instructional videos. And the mind practice is again just allowing natural concentration. The first of the 4-point Tantrik meditation practices, 4-point meditation, natural concentration. That's the 7th step. So we covered body, energy, and mind already. Now we move into the closing of the practice, the offering of the merit out for all beings, and wishing peace and love and fullness and happiness and so forth for all the beings in the universe, with the universal peace and welfare prayer. You can read that one in English as well. That's said to seal the practice and make sure it becomes an offering for all beings' benefit, which everything we do in our Dharma practice should really be ultimately for all beings' benefit, not just for our benefit. That's the compassion aspect and the kindness aspect that has been in the Dharma traditions forever. So it's very important to end it like this. And again, it can be chanted in English. If you want to learn it in Sanskrit, that's okay too. Then we go to the very last step, the 9th step, is to seal the gates and perform a prana massage. So we'll show that now, prana massage and sealing gates. When you finish your practice, you sort of want to have a symbol of the integrity of your three centers of the body, speech, energy, mind centers, and then move out into the world in an integrated fashion into your integration practice, which will be described on the next video. So to do that, we start with a prana massage. It's very simple. We've been sitting for 10 or 15 minutes in the morning. Our body might have become cold or stiff, but also just to remember that we have this energy. We want to do this prana massage or energy, life energy massage. So we clap our hands together, rub, they get warm and hot, and we give ourselves like a prana facial. Rub all over the face, over the ears, forward and back over the ears, circles, over the scalp on top, brushing it down. So we're going to brush back and down like that, over the sides of the neck this way, down, down, back of the neck, front of the neck, side of the neck, over the arm and underneath in the arm, side of the neck, over the arm, underneath in the arm, and kind of giving a little thud under here to wake up the energy of the lungs and so on. Not too hard, just a little tap. And then down the chest, stomach, sides. You can rub the back, let your fingers touch behind. Rub down over the waist and the sacrum and the kidneys. It's very good to do. Over the sacrum and down the buttocks, down the outer thighs, outsides of the feet, inner thighs, inside of the feet. Now your whole body has been rubbed with a bit of this prana and energy, and the energy of the surface of the skin has been harmonized, which is very good. And now we want to do what's called sealing the gates. And this is a very, very old practice. For us, we can think about it as a way of feeling the cohesiveness and integrity of our body, speech, mind, and our whole unit here of ourself. Yeah? In ancient times, it was a way to keep spirits out, right? So there's said to be some openings that are important to keep sealed. We're going to imagine a blue sphere of light at our fingers of our right or left hand, whatever your dominant hand you can use, and we're going to place one at the crown. So we're going to place a little blue sphere of light there and say the mantra, Hum. So I'm going to see a blue sphere of light at my crown, the hole there at my crown from my central channel. Hum. I see a blue sphere of light, Hum, and I say Hum, and I feel the energy vibration there, and that protects and seals the opening there. Same thing with my two eyes. Hum, Hum. Two more spheres of blue and Hum mantras. Nostrils. Hum, Hum. Ears. Hum, Hum. Mouth. Hum. Genital urinary openings. Hum. Anal opening. Hum. Back to the heart. Hum. Okay? I bring my hands together at the end after I do that to remind myself to be a being of wisdom and love and compassion as I move out into the day to benefit all beings. And I get off my cushion and I move into my day in integration. So that's the rough Proforma. This is the 9 steps that we should take for this getting started beginner package of practice of Tantric Yoga in the tradition of the Shakti Shaiva Dharma of Dharma Inc. Thank you.